Welcome all on behalf of Saraswat International Academy. Myself Satish Makwana, subject English, Standard 8th English Medium. Poem 1, The Ant and the Cricket, Part 1. So students, today we are going to read about an interesting poem, and the name of the poem is The Ant and the Cricket. Okay, so in this poem we are going to talk about two insects, the ant and the cricket. Now I hope everyone has seen an ant, right? And cricket is similar like a grasshopper. Okay, in that we have two types, two varieties you can say, one with two legs and one with four legs. So the cricket which we are talking about is of two legs in this poem, as well as the picture is given of the cricket in the textbook. Okay, so I hope everyone has seen this insect. Okay, so before starting, before going getting into the poem, before reading it, we'll have a quick introduction about the poem. Okay, now the ant and the cricket is a fable. Fable means is a short story, okay, which is written in the form of a poem. Okay, and the writer's name is Aesop, and he's from Greece. Okay, so he's a Greek writer, and in this story, the animals behave like humans. Okay, so there is a conversation going on between the two insects. So here animals behave like humans and they have a message, they have a moral. Okay, and the poem The Ant and the Cricket, as we know, from the name itself, the story is going to be between two insects. Okay, and one insect is the ant and the other one is the cricket. Now what happens is the cricket is a silly insect. Okay, he's a silly creature that does not care about the future. Okay, and he enjoys the whole summer and spring season by singing songs. Okay, and not collecting food for himself or making shelter for itself. Okay, so he enjoys the whole summer and spring season. Now on the other hand, the ant is wise. Instead of wasting time, it gathers food for itself and makes shelter. Okay, so we can get an idea what exactly the story would be. Two insects, one insect is collecting food, making shelter in the winter season, in the summer and spring season, and the other insect, that is the cricket, is enjoying the whole season by singing songs. Okay, so now let's check the poem, what exactly is the story. A fable is a story often with animals as characters that conveys a moral. This poem about an ant and a cricket contains an idea of far-reaching significance, which is as true of a four-legged cricket as of a two-legged one. Surely you have seen a cricket that has two legs. So in this poem we are talking about two-legged cricket. Now, as I told you before, the poem has a strong message, a moral, which is far-reaching significance. Far-reaching means having very important, significant. Okay, fable means a short story. Let's start. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground. Not a flower could he see, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me. Now, before I explain this stanza, I have divided this poem into 4 parts. So, we'll cover part 1 and part 2 in this session. Okay. So, the poet says that there was a silly young cricket. Okay, cricket means a grasshopper like insect who was accustomed to sing. Accustomed means he used to enjoy by singing during the spring and summer season. Now, gay summer and spring. What do you mean by gay summer and spring? Gay means happy and enjoyable. No, it's a feeling, happy and enjoyable. Sunny months of gay summer and spring. Sunny means bright days of summer. Now, the poet calls these seasons gay because they are full of life. Okay, so here the poet is saying that the summer season and spring season are full of life, full of enjoy. You can enjoy the both season, and food and water are in abundance, are in large number. So you can find food and water in abundance. Abundance means in large number. Now, however, soon those months of rejoicing and joy passed away, and winter came. Obviously, seasons they have to end, right? So soon, time came where summer and spring season were over, and came winter. Now the cricket was in trouble. Why? Let's see. Because he began to complain. Now, what did he complain? That when he found that his cupboard was empty at his home, there was not a single crumb. Crumb means piece of bread, cake, biscuit. There was nothing in the cupboard, and there was nothing to eat. And this was one scenario, and on top of it, there was snow on the ground, and he could not see even one flower or leaf on the tree. As it was winter season, there was no food in his cupboard, and the whole ground was covered with snow, and there was not a single flower or leaf on the tree. Seeing this, he becomes sad and exclaims means he tells to himself that, oh, what will become of me? Now what will happen? There is no food in the cupboard, there is no food on the ground. The whole ground is covered with snow. So what will happen now? At last, by starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold, away he set off to a miserly end, to see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. So now what happens? The cricket had not eaten anything and was starving with hunger. What do you mean by starving? Like, because due to lack of food, he was starving with hunger. And famine made bold. Now, famine means scarcity of food. There was no food at all. So at the end, what he did? He gathered all its courage and set off and started walking towards the miserly ant to take help from them. Okay. To provide it a mouthful of grain, that is food and shelter from the rain. So he gathered all its courage. He started walking towards the ant to take help from them. He thought that might they could help him with shelter, with food from the rain. And there was famine. That means no unavailability of food. There was no food at all. and on top of it, it was very cold, and perhaps it was raining, which made the cricket shiver and wet while traveling. Now, once it reached to end, it wished or requested to the end to lend it some food and shelter, and he promised that he would repay by the next day or else it will die. So it requested the ants to provide him shelter and food, okay, and he was just borrowing it, okay, and next day he would also repay back, okay. So if they don't help it, it will die because of cold, hunger and sorrow. Why sorrow? Because of not doing anything, okay. So you have understood, I hope you'll have understood this first two stanza about how the cricket was enjoying the whole summer and spring season. He ignored collecting the food and making shelter for himself, and on the other hand, the ant, they were busy collecting food and making shelter for themselves. And how when winter came, there was no food left in the cupboard of the cricket, and his situation became worse because of hunger, because of no food, and plus it was very cold, okay. And at the end, it had only one option, to take help from the ant. So it goes towards the ant and asks them for food and shelter, and it would repay back, okay, or else it would die, and die off because of cold, hunger and sorrow of not doing anything, okay. So I hope you have understood this first two stanza, and will end this session here, and we'll continue the next part 3 and 4 and the question answers in the next session. Thank you so much.